I'm going to unbox the Zoom H2n and the Zoom H2n accessory pack. Bought it together. Okay, that's all that came in the Zoom H2n box. Accessory pack. It's a lot of crap in here. So here's all the accessories that it comes with. This charger is a USB charger, and here's the USB cable. Remote control seems very cheap though. Extension cord for the remote. Then we have this microphone kind of handle and this tripod that seems very cheap and flimsy. Case, almost exactly like the H1 lanyard in there for it. There's two pieces of Velcro that I assume you put on your belt. Finally, the windscreen. There's some cuts on the side so you can access the line in and the play controls, menu controls here. The Zoom is the best of both worlds for music and for film, for video. The H4n is the go-to that everybody uses, I use. It's solid, but if you don't use XLR, I mean, this is unnecessary. Let's test some startup times. So to start that one on, you just click that open and then hold that one down. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Yep. H2n's the winner. That loaded up really fast. The H2 is still loading. And I gotta reset the date. Oh, there it goes. A faster startup time than the older one. When you recorded, you had to first press record to enable it, and then pressing record starts the recording. But with the newer Zoom, all that front panel stuff is gone. You only have this one record button. Hard to miss. Press record, it's recording. Hit it again, it stops. There's no standby with this that I can tell. Here's a battery compartment. What I've always hated about the H2 and actually with the H4n as well, these little hooks break off so very easily just by putting them on. If you don't put them on the right way, if you miss those two latches, you're gonna snap them. I already snapped these on my H4n, but the H2n, they're a little more sturdy. It's less likely that they'll break off. Even though this new one is far superior, this one is still being sold and it's still a dang good recorder. You know, when you bought the H2, you not only got the H2 itself, but you got all these accessories with it. And when I got this, it was $150. This is basically all you get. This, an SD card, and 2 batteries. If you want all the accessories, that's another like 30 or 40 bucks. I wish it would have came with it because to function the Zoom properly, you kind of need all these accessories. The analog mic gain dial, it goes from 0 to 10. Before, on the Zoom H2, you only had these preset mic gains, low, level, high, and then to really dial it in, you had to press the forward and back. This now has the gain settings right there. And it's very similar, if not exactly the same, to the Sony PCM M10 digital recorder. That's a plastic mount, it's not metal. Over time, the threads will wear. From what the manual says, this Zoom H2n has a battery life of 20 hours. Supposedly. I have not tested it yet, but 20 hours is very good. There's 4 different modes you can switch the device in to operate the microphones. There's apparently 5 mics in here. I don't know how they got 5 in there, but it's all on this one dial. It's a really flat dial, and the only way you can turn it is by pressing in and kind of like moving your thumb or your finger. What I'm going to do right now is play some music and demonstrate what each one sounds like. One of the things that I always wished was in the Zoom H2 was the ability to record the 3.5mm external mic input and also the onboard mics. You can now record from the mic capsule inside there and an external device on 2 separate channels. It really only works on the 4-channel setting. So see, the MS is there, and the XY is there. Check, 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 check. You can see the levels are different. That is an awesome upgrade to the Zoom digital recorder. This means that if this were an interview situation and I was interviewing somebody and I put a lav microphone on them, a wireless lav, and then this was the transmitter. The transmitter goes into the 3.5mm jack, has its own independent audio settings, and then for ambience, I can use the mic. Right now I have GarageBand open up, and you can see check, check, check. As you can plug it through USB, and it becomes a digital interface, audio interface with the mic. Works with GarageBand. It's supposed to work with iChat, Skype. It's supposed to work with a lot of stuff as your microphone for your computer, for whatever purposes you need it for. There's a pre-recording function, a tuner, a metronome, compressor, and a limiter. Here are the many different formats that it records to. At $200 plus the accessory pack, which is definitely necessary to get, this puts you at about, depending on where you go, plus tax and everything, anywhere between $230 and $250. If you're in a band, if you're a musician, if you're a video person or a filmmaker, or you're all of the above, this is the tool to get right now.
Smart aleck tomcat, you. When the sun goes down and the moon comes up, I'm gonna go out and prowl, yeah. Don't come looking for your pussycat, 'cause I won't be here no how. Oh, I'll let you tell you, darling.